Hello race fans and welcome to the WOSCT Castrol Edge Open Wheel Racing Series. We are live here from Lexington, Ohio for the Mid-Ohio Grand Prix. 2.258 miles, 13 corners here, and it should be a really fun race. Right now they are right between turn 11 and 12. Out of the 13 corners. So, yeah. On the pole today we have James Beatty. Then we got James McLeod. Your season opener winner, Aaron Williams. And Eric Burton. Jack Rasmussen. Cody Jones. Brody Talley. Jeffrey Finge, Justin Muse, and Jack Richards rounding out your top 10. You can look on the left to see where you're starting. 10 laps scheduled for today's event as we get these guys rolling off the field. Or, you know what I mean. So as we get ready to go green, the pace car pulls in, and James Beatty will lead us to the green flag here in the Mid-Ohio Grand Prix. As they go into the first corner, Beatty seems to have some sort of problem or something. Did not get going through there at all. Looks like everybody's going to get through the first corner okay, and James McLeod is now leading the race. Behind him is Eric Burton, and then Cody Jones, Jeffrey Finge, Jack Richards, and then James Beatty all the way back into 6th. See Brody Talley there, followed by Randy Carpenter, and Lily Johnson, Justin Muse, Ricky Hawk, Max Skinner, Dylan Poteet. Sorry about that. Richard Johnson, Tsuyoshi Doku, Danny Wells back in the 9. He had a one-race suspension for Twin Ring Motegi after intentionally crashing somebody at Sonoma. So lap 1 is complete, and I think James McLeod led that one. Let's get the ticker running up at the top, or on the side, and take a look at the other drivers in the field, just so everybody gets some TV time. James McLeod hasn't really had much of a season so far, but leading some laps right now here at Mid-Ohio. Charles Jackson is rounding out the field today. It looks like he's catching up to the 33 of Austin Talley. That should be interesting. Joseph Clark got a bit loose there. Coming through turn 11. This racetrack has a very wide front straightaway. And other than that, it's semi-narrow. Back up to the front. I don't even know if yeah, we're going the right way. McLeod, 9/10 of a second over the 27 of Eric Burton. Just 5/1000ths of a second faster that time around. This time it was the 4 car who was the fastest. That's Jeffrey Finge running back in 4th. Cody Jones, he's running in 3rd. He hasn't really had a lot to talk about. You know, when we're on the speedways, he runs up front sometimes, but then again they're all packed together there. James McLeod's still your leader, and it doesn't look like Eric Burton's catching up to him much. Although he might be, we'll just have to take a look this time by. Nope. Just a couple of hundredths of a second slower. Let's look to some other people. We are still green as we approach the halfway point in this race. This is actually a pretty quick one. And leader James McLeod is definitely hoping to not see a yellow flag, because he's not much faster. He is faster, but not by much. That time around, just 1/100th of a second faster. But he is running consistently fast laps. His best lap is a 75:17, and that time was a 75:17. Just a couple 1,000ths slower. And Eric Burton, a 75:18, and that was his fastest lap. Fastest car out on the racetrack, though, is the 93, your pole sitter, James Beatty, who did not get through that first corner as well as he would have liked to, and is currently running in 6th. And he's up into the 74s in terms of seconds, 74 seconds. $75.23. James McLeod ran a 75.39. Might as well round that up to a 75.40. Charles Jackson coming across the start-finish line. He just posted his personal best, which is actually not the slowest. advantage. Now Jackson should be able to catch up to this 33, but there doesn't seem to be a lot of passing zones throughout this racetrack. So yeah, most of them are sticking single file. And as we come to 3 laps to go, James McLeod still your leader. That time he gained a 10th. Today's race is being brought to you by Cookie Crisp, because that just happens to be what is sitting right next to me. Plus Dr. Pepper, because I'm drinking one of those. Actually, no, it's brought to you by Red Bull, because I like Red Bull. Sorry about that, that's my dog. You may have heard him growl. Although I suppose that'd be somewhat interesting. Hearing a dog. It's only about a foot tall. 2 laps to go. And I'm sorry, I just noticed this. There's a floating torso right there at the start-finish line. Right here. Don't know what's up with that. Different camera angle now. See everybody going by. Charles Jackson still running last. And the pace car. So as we come to the white flag, the floating torso waves the white flag. We don't even give him a flag stand or anything? Come on. That's not nice. Through turn 2 for the final time. Let's take this lap on board with McLeod. Just because I don't necessarily know what the racetrack looks like. I believe that is turn 3 and 4. 5, 6, 7. A little bit of a chicane there. 8. This one might actually be 10. That it is. So now here's turn 12 and 13. And James McLeod wins the race here at Mid-Ohio. Sorry there wasn't a lot of excitement in this race. I figured we'd have a spin or something, because I did a test race and we had quite a few people going off in the first corner on the first lap, but other than that, not really a lot going on. So James McLeod, your winner here from Lexington, Ohio. I'm sure he's going to be really happy with this. Being from New Jersey, and you know, the Hurricane Sandy impacted New Jersey and some of New York very hard, so I'm sure he's happy to bring it home for all of them. So your unofficial, or no, this is official race standings. James McLeod, Eric Burton, Cody Jones, Jeffrey Finge, Jack Richards, James Beatty, Liam Erbig, Aaron Williams, Jack Rasmussen, Brody Talley, rounding out your top 10. Then we've got Randy Carpenter, Lily Johnson, Justin Muse, Ricky Hawk, Max Skinner, and Dylan Poteet, Richard Johnson, Sio Shidoku, Danny Wells, Maxwell Beatty, Tony Blazer, Lisa Vescuglia, Jordan Schumacher, Alex Jones, Jake Baskinger, Joseph Clark, Evan Gattuso, Austin Talley, and rounding out the field was Charles Jackson. So, it was about a 15-minute race. Next race we go to Elkhart Lake in Wisconsin for 220 miles at Road America. Here's your point standings. We got, I'm just going to go over your top 10 or so. We got Brody Talley, Justin Muse, Jack Rasmussen, Eric Burton, Tony Blazer, Liam Erbig, James McLeod with his win jumps up to 7th. Then Jack Richards, Lily Johnson, and Jeffrey Finge. 7th through 9th, we got 192 back, and then a tie for 8th. Brody Talley, though, 2 wins on the season. And then, Liam Erbig won at race number 2, wherever that was. James McLeod obviously just won today. Aaron Williams won Watkins Glen. Ricky Hawk won the Indianapolis 500. Maxwell Beatty won. Did he win last week? Or wait, no, I was looking at the wrong list. I'm sorry. This says P. I don't know what it means. Poles. So Beatty is not one. And neither is Austin Taylor. But Evan Gattuso did win. He's the one who won at Twin Ring Motegi. So thank you so much for tuning in. Like, comment, rate, subscribe, and all of that fun stuff.